All right, so I am live again, and hopefully by this time I am actually using my microphone properly. Because in the previous live I was using the microphone from the headphones, which was pretty suspicious. I'm actually gonna take off the headphones altogether because I don't think I need them. This way I can hear myself better. If we're gonna be listening to some music anytime soon, I'm gonna put them on, but meanwhile, I'm just gonna go without headphones. Just gonna do a quick check. Just raise your hands, comment, because I think I can see LinkedIn comments over here. So just leave a comment. Let me know you're around. Meanwhile, I will just visit LinkedIn on my browser if I can get it to this display and see if at least one person joined, and then I'm gonna start working. And maybe the first thing I should do would be to commit my work. That'll be something. All right. So I am live. I have 2 viewers. Just write a comment if you're watching this so I can see it, so that I know that I'm presenting to someone. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna share my screen and I think we'll be good to go. I'm just gonna move Safari away. Then we will be doing a share screen. We're gonna share the desktop right here with all the code. That puts me in the corner over there. Good. So I think this is better. I'm just hoping that the quality will be okay. Not sure if I should change the resolution. Just let me know if it's too grainy, because the previous live that I did yesterday, you couldn't see what I was writing, like the actual code, and I'm thinking it's because of my poor network right now. But at least let me know so I can either boost the. Actually, why don't I just go and do it? So go screens, displays, and then where are you? Go right here. Let's go display settings, and for this LG thingy, let's go with a default. It's gonna be pretty big, but I think it's gonna be less bothersome than, yeah, I'm just hoping it's gonna be more readable. Okay, cool. So let's make it like this. Right. Good. So I'm gonna put everything on the other half of the screen over here. If you were wondering, I'm using an app for this thing. I have like keyboard shortcuts. I remapped basically my shift key to do like a. We used to call this in when I used to do Photoshop. We used to call it the fist, because you would press Command Control Option and like W to export for web or stuff like that. So I have like a Command Control Option Shift, I think, remapped to it, and I'm using this tool called Spectacle, which is, I believe, no longer. It has been discontinued, but it still works. So it's. Yeah, this one. So no longer being actively maintained. But yeah, this is what I'm using to make the screen bigger, smaller, whatever. I'm just going to pin this tab just to make sure I don't mess it up in any way. Let's see, do I have anything started here? Yes, I do. So I have the Strappy server dashboard admin with the customization that I did yesterday, which I'm actually going to change to just numeric. And there's no reason for readable here because I just figured out that I don't want letters in those identifiers. So since I don't have any verification here, I think there might be a verification on the field where I configured it. So why don't I modify that before I commit? Just let me look at it. So on the job in the content types builder, we're going to look at unique ID. We changed the slug as well. So with advanced settings, it's just required unique and then minimum and maximum length. So there's no actual regular expression, which works for me. And oh yeah, we had one for the slug. Cool. So let's just modify everything. What did I install here? Random string and Redis. So normally I would do 2 commits, but since these are just a couple of modules, and I shouldn't be committing the log file right now, but it's just a reflex. So let's just say it's what? This is a chore and chore, and I'm gonna say install dependencies, and right here I'm gonna say fix authentication issue related to incompatible Redis version. And then I'm gonna also say, what did I install? There's the other plugin. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go and say that this is a fix. I will unstage it. So I'll do 2 commits because one of them is for a fix. And screw the log file for now. I'm gonna just say select this thing, stage selected ranges. So I am adding this to the stage. Just gonna add the log file the way it is. I'm gonna say fixed by incompatible Redis version, and then because this is another thing, let's make this full screen. So I installed random string, of course, to yeah, I don't know what this is. Candidate settings. Okay, this is what I added. So it's related to this customization. And I think it's related. So I have the unique ID was already specified. I just changed the slug from a UID. Okay, so this is another one. Actually, I can include these together, even though they're not quite related. And I'm going to go refactor, add random unique numeric. Used in conjunction with the slug to generate unique URLs for jobs with the same or similar title. I know you might consider me a freak for doing this while working on my own, or you might think that I'm doing this just for show, but I'm actually not. This is actually the way I work, and this is actually, if I could, hub.com/remote.eu. I don't even know if I have, right, I should be authenticating. Why don't I just pop in Safari over here just to show you a little bit of this workflow. So if I'm going to go to weremote.eu and then web app and 6 branches, main, and commits. Jesus, that's where I should have clicked. So these are just pull requests. I'm just gonna open them in new tabs over here. And so where is it? So this is the code issues. I need to see the, yeah, here's my boy Dorin doing, yeah, right. So these are like commit messages. These are like individual commits being, well, squashed, of course. They've been squashed into a single commit, but normally this is how I write commit messages. And it's actually, there's an article. I don't even know where to share this. So I'm just going to look for it like this because I think I have it. So this is a little bit of a, so one is, these are a couple of articles that I wrote that are either on my Medium or on my blog. And I do encourage you to read them. I'm just gonna paste them as comments on the live. So just gonna go right here. Looking for this. Don't play me. I don't want to be played. So where do I comment? I want to comment on my own live. Can't I just comment on my own live thing? Thanks to the 2 people who are supposedly watching this. The third one must be me. Could you please comment, whoever you are, because I don't know who you are and I can't actually see this. So if I go to right, I think I found it. So I'm gonna type comment over here. And I really hope, let me know if the quality is okay, if you can view everything, if it's visible. So I'm gonna say useful Git workflow links. And this is one of them. And then, right, that's the one. And then this other one is more about writing code. It's a little bit philosophical, but I apologize, I just hit the zoom. You'll get a little bit of value out of that. And I don't remember. Check out and rebase. I don't even remember when I actually. Oh, it just describes how you can rebase commits from one place to the other. 2018 feels like ages ago. Wow. Okay, these are posted. So this is committed, and now this is just some automatic updates. This is me adding the handles to them, and these are going to be contextual. They're just being reshuffled by the system and rearranged, I guess. So feature add handles to profile types. Right. We're going to push this. I'm hoping that I have of course, I don't have my SSH key. So we are going to do a new terminal and then go SSH add. And then we're going to go, oh, you just saw one of my clients. So yeah, doesn't matter. So now let's push. Everything pushed. Now we're going to switch here. And Jesus, I have a lot to commit, right? I'm not going to waste your time with commits. We're just going to go and do the jobs page, like the individual job page. I'm sorry. So right now what I have here is all the jobs that I've listed on the platform, which I should actually edit a little bit just so we can differentiate between them, because there are 3 different jobs. So one, this is job number 1, and then Jesus, number 1. Just love typing, right? And then we are going to go to number 2, and then we are going to go to number 3. So I just want to be able to visually differentiate them just in the titles. And now if I reload, I should have the newest ones, even if these are actually statically generated. They get rebuilt. I believe there's an interval that they're getting rebuilt. Cool. I don't have the category pages yet. This is something like this expanding, this accordion thing is actually something that I stole from Remote OK. I found it really useful because what the guy is doing, Peter Levels, is that when you click on any of the jobs, it's just expanding the current job as an accordion, and then it's changing the URL over here, but without navigating. So it's only altering the history as well. So it pushes them. So if you reload, you should normally land on this exact job page. But of course, in my case, I don't have any jobs right now. So this is the individual job page that I should be getting, not the accordion list. This is why you see the URL keeps changing when the accordion is expanding or contracting, so to speak. Yeah, so we're going to go and do the individual job page. And this is, I'm going to hit reload, look for this error. And now that's the API. Let's just close this, and I'm going to need slug.tsx, which was previously called permalink. I don't know why, but I am very prone to calling anything that's a slug a permalink. But the permalink is actually, I believe, the format of the whole page, not just this part over here, which is a slug. It's actually a composite slug, right? Because it's formed from two parts. So it's this unique ID and this slug part of the actual job, and they're concatenated together. Okay, so let's see. We have no jobs right now, and actually we don't need jobs. I don't even think we need to get static paths. I think this is toggle block comment right now, right here. Okay, cool. I realized that I am actually whispering. Oh, right. So this is the dynamic static site generated thing. So basically, you have a couple of options in Next.js. So in Next.js, you can generate your whole website statically. You can let it do SSR and generate some pages statically, if I can recall correctly. Or you can do, let's call it on-demand SSR, which is instead of, if I access this URL and a static page has not been built for this item, so in this case for this slug, this is actually being passed as a parameter over here. So if you look from params, ID structure slug, this is done by this magic over here by Next.js. So whenever the user clicks and tries to visit a URL like this one, if it's been statically generated, it is being served. But if it's not being statically generated, instead of issuing a 404, the first time around, it tries first to rebuild, to actually statically build on the spot a static version for this page. And if it can build it, it will build it. The first user who's going to visit this page, they're going to receive a less faster, a slower, less faster, Jesus, a slower page because it's being built as they're requesting it, just like you normally access pages sent from the server. But then whoever comes after them and visits the same page, they're going to get the statically generated page. And because this is dynamic and someone can come and edit the data on this exact job, like whoever posted it might go like I did over here and might say, we don't want to pay 150,000, we want to pay 175,000, right? Well, this if you do this and this page has been statically, if they do this and this page has been statically regenerated, statically generated, then users would refresh and still see 150,000. So this revalidate thing basically says that if 5 minutes have passed, you got to rebuild the page again. So this is how it gets like the fresh data without having to rebuild the whole website, like you would do in the case of normal static site generators like Gatsby, for example. Right, let me check the comments again. Right, so we have a comment. Hey man, how's it going? Um, cool. Let me just have a drink of this sugary piss. And switching back to this page, we're gonna re-enable get static paths. This is going to have to do basically this request over here. I'll show you in a minute. In the future, I would like to abstract all these requests into a centralized jobs. I think it would be like the controller, right? That would basically do this. I'm just going to wrap these API requests into like a module where I can just say jobs.getAll or get and pass an ID, and it would make these requests just to avoid drizzling every page and every part of the code with these fetch requests with APIs, with paths, environment variables. Because right now, if I'm going to copy and like look for process.m.api location, for example, it's in Slug, but it's in the home page as well, and it's in like the remote jobs, which is like the search results page. That's not okay. So I gotta centralize it a little bit. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna have to delete everything because this is gonna get all jobs, and then from these jobs, it's gonna map over each and every one of them. Let's save. Right, unexpected something something. Did the server fail? I don't know. Let's see. So it's getting API jobs. This is the slug. It's going to get the unique ID. Damn it. I think I need to edit those unique IDs and just gonna make them numbers manually for now. Apologize for the inconvenience, but these need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Let's see. Did it save it? Because we haven't done anything for like they can edit this. This is why I want to disable it in the future, because people might go and edit that and they might clash with someone else's job. Right. And I guess the second one also needs something like this. Eight times. Cool. Now, of course, it's going to be changing like this. Okay. J is not defined. Now we're good. So we get the slug from the params. So this is what I call slug. Then we parse int. This is actually not nice what I'm doing here. It's actually quite ugly and complicated. So we're gonna just say unique ID. Let's, what do I call this? Identifier is like, actually, I don't think that's very bad right now. I'm just wasting time with this. So we are going to split the slug. So split this string over here by dashes, and then we're going to shift. So basically, pop from the beginning. Um, I think it's correct, right? Pop from the beginning. So this is going to be, it's worth testing. I'm not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, so you just go, if you don't know what something means and you don't want to read the docs, you just go, you paste your code over here and you're just going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, F, and then split. You should expect to get 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this is shift. You're basically pulling this from this array. If you would be removing shift, you have this array over here, right? But if you would just if you store that result as, let's say, AR, and well, you should be storing like the whole array, right? And then AR is now this array of 3 elements, and you say AR dot shift. Then you say AR, it mutated the array, so it's just like pop, but from the beginning, right? Good. So turning this off. So we're getting the unique ID. If it doesn't exist or is not a number, then we'll redirect to the home page. And it doesn't want to do that. It wants to serve. So it wants to do something. So right now, this is no J unique ID. It's just unique ID. And of course, we want to like slash, not colon. I don't know why I wrote it like that. That's actually very dumb. But yeah, and it's not plural, it's singular. So this is the job. Let's set it again. Let's reload. What do we get here? My phone just decided that I should sleep, but I don't want to sleep. Give me a second. Let me know, is the audio okay? Is the video quality okay? I just got to switch to driving because that's what I feel like I'm doing right now. I am driving. Okay. Putting this back into gear. Let's see if I get any battery into, I need to get some power into my phone. Who doesn't want to load properly? Charge. Okay, it's charging. So let's see. So the response is I'm getting API jobs and this job over here, and then a JSON, and it's complaining that unexpected token N. Okay, and I know why it's doing that, because this is not the ID of the job. So what this request is expecting, if we open Postman over here, is, let's see, the first job is the token. No, I need a new token. So we get a new token, we copy it, we go to authorization, we paste, and we make the request again. I'm going to put this in full screen and do a little bit of shuffling here. But this is the job, right? So I'm getting it. But if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, it's going to say not found. I couldn't find anything what you were looking for. So now I have the following problem. I don't want to send the job ID into the URL. I want to use this thing. But at the same time, I need to make it query by this unique ID. So what options do I have? Let's ask the Googles, and let's say Strappy custom query. So build custom resolvers. I hope we're not talking GraphQL because I'm quite full of this. Controllers. So create controller again. I don't know if you know, but this is like for the v4 documentation. You should always check this, and if you look into your application in the back end here, And in package.json, you see we're using strappy 3.x. Some things are going to work, but I don't think these are going to fly because they change a little bit. So we go to the v3 thing, and then we say custom controller, how to customize your API response, controller action, local plugins, backend customization. Let's see. Custom controllers. You can also create custom controllers to build your own business logic and API endpoints. Right. Well, I could be doing that, but I would rather alter the query because both of these are IDs. So I might be doing it wrong, but I am very inclined to make this endpoint respond to whether the ID is or the unique ID. So it's a select star from where ID equals param or unique ID equals param. So in this case, how would I do this? So I should go into job controllers. Doesn't say anything. Job settings right over here. Doesn't say anything. Nothing in the services. I think it's only job.settings.json. And this is basically dictating, routes. So this is where you register it. And I want to alter this one, find one. So strappy, customize, find one. Just going to Google blindly. Replace find one per ID by slug. Okay. It's a video, so I don't know how this is gonna work for you, but I am just gonna turn this off like this with the volume, and let me see what he's customizing. So get by ID, and you have the find one over there. Okay, he's doing the request. So he wants to also be able to pass the slug just like we did. And this 404 thing, it's actually funny that I can't see it. I see the HTML version. So customization controllers, okay. And then, oh, right, customization controllers. Let's just stop right there. We're again not on the right documentation. Let's close this because we fixed it. We're good. And so we should be going into backend customization controllers. Then we look for find one. So get the URL param in the controller. So okay. Okay, what am I looking at? I need some demos. So right. Find one. So what do you do? Where do you put this? Extending a model controller. So you have sanitize entry and then find one, which is ID from context params, and you'd wait. So this is the implementation. And how would you do a where clause? I think I still need to look at that video, like go a little bit further into the code. So yeah, you're looking at the same thing, find one by ID. And so in API article controller article, you paste that thing, replace the code, and you call that thing ID and slug. Wow. Why would you want to... I'm having a hard time following this guy without sound, but I don't want to drive you crazy. So let's see.
Here I will have slug, and it's the same for here. Great. If I'm doing that, I will put that is clear.
Right, nice. You just renamed something.
Is to rename ID here by slug.
Okay, so I think I need to learn something else. So instead of find one, is it like where? Query builder, right. So I think that this is where I'm actually looking for. Where See, these are some of the challenges that I face, and some people might believe that, oh, I might face some really difficult software engineering stuff, but it's just some really plain and lame and not that glamorous stuff. So, I can't type, I can't post comments, VS Code theme. Jesus, everybody's crazy with what theme are you using? Watch the code, man. I don't even know. It's called Blue Loco. It's a theme built by a guy I know on Twitter. You should know that that's one of the things that junior developers and people who are into the hype of software development first ask. They're like, you're doing something, and they're like, what theme are you using? What font are you using there? Look at the problems that I'm trying to solve, because that's what's going to get you the next interview and the next job and the next pay raise. Not necessarily mine, but like in general, when you watch people work like this. Okay, so we were at controllers, job.js. Let's look at this thing and then play with the query builder. So it's strappy.query from the model.query, then where this and this and this, and to JSON. What the hell? What the hell? Knex can be used to Jesus. I don't like this one bit. So custom queries, when you want to customize your services or create new ones, you'll have to build your queries with the ORM. To access, you do this, of course, okay. Then you can run queries using Bookshelf or using Knex, I think. Then we're going to go with knexjs.org, and we're going to go where? So we're going to use, where is it? What am I looking at? This is an and. I don't want an and. how do I get the or in Knex? So this is where, and I should be getting not in or where, damn it, or where. Okay, found it. So now let's switch back to the backend customization thing. Let's look for the find one thing. And we're looking at, what am I looking? Controllers. I got to click on this. And then we should be module exports, sanitize entry. Okay. Strappy utils. I hope that this is built in because otherwise we're going to have to import it. So just going to copy this. Most likely it's not. Most likely I'm going to have to install this, but who cares? It's just a module. So I'm going to paste this in here. And of course, we're going to have to customize this as, let's look for Knex. And now this is what it's telling us. It's, you can access the instance like this, which I'm good with. So we're going to keep it as ID. We're going to get our Knex thingy over here, and we should be, instead of entity, I think, do we need to do a group by can be used to this is so stupid, guys. Whenever I don't know like the exact use case for this, but whenever the database can do something for you, don't do it at code level. So if you can write, this builds into an actual SQL query. So you're just calling these nice functions, but this actually builds into a conventional SQL query like the ones you see here. So it's gonna be a string like this one, right? If you have group by, right? Group by, which is right here, you just pass group by raw, blah, 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 and then you get group by in the query. Let the goddamn database do the grouping. Unless you have some really well-performing algorithm, let the database do the grouping for you. Don't use Lodash. Group by chef. Damn. Okay, so we should be doing what? So we're going to say const entity is await Knex, and we're going to pass a table, which is, I think it should be jobs, right? I think, we'll see. And then we're going to say where ID is ID, or where unique ID equals ID. Right. And I think we don't need to do anything else for this. Where? And you would select everything, I believe. So in this case, let's see if it teaches us something. So I think you select everything. Right. And then you sanitize it with job. Okay. Let's see what we did. Server is restarting. Ooh, ouch. Server wasn't able. Cannot find strappy utils, of course. You can't. npmi-s strappy utils. Better be safe than sorry. Sanitize everything, right? Until that installs, let me look for watching the video, but it's easy to read with that theme. Yes, it is actually very easy to read. It's a good theme. I think it's one of the best themes in terms of contrast and in terms of being easy on the eye. I've used stuff like Night Owl and whatever the hype beasts use right now, but it's not. But the font is also very important in this case. So I don't even know the font itself is, I believe, Cascadia Code, but there are many other fonts that work well with this, like Source Code Pro. That's one that comes to mind right now. Okay, so we're sanitizing whatever we're sanitizing, npm run develop. Wow, it's been almost an hour. Right, now let's make a request straight from the API, and we're gonna get job number 1 works, and we're gonna say ouch, and there is no error. So ID is not unique ID, not. Let's see. I think I actually don't have a job with 9999999. Let's try 333333. Yeah, too many nines, right? Boom. So job number 2 coming from unique ID, coming from ID. Now we're in business. So 9999, this thing over here. I think too many nines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. I think this is a different thing, because right now this is a front end issue. It's in the Next.js app. So we have job page, we have the job which respects the API. So it's, I believe, why am I spreading over the job over here? I must be doing something stupid. So let me just go back to the home page and see what I am doing here. Yeah, no, it's correct. I am correctly spreading over it. Let me see if the... Okay, this is the second one, and it might be the reason why it is not working. Right. And it's coming in the form of an... I don't even know, why am I getting an array? Should I be getting an array here? Oh, now I see, because this is doing... Yeah, so it's actually the query that I wrote here that is returning an array. It's always going to return an array with one element, but because I haven't limited it to one element, I don't even remember. I used Knex back in the dark ages, how you limit... Well, it's limit, but not limit. Limit one. Find one. Just why am I looking at this right now? I don't remember how we used to do this. Yeah, no, it's gonna still do an array with limit. It has a syntax where I think you pass an array. You pass an array somewhere, or to the select, I think, like this. It's been ages since I've worked directly with Knex and like building queries. Nope. Let me see. Knex, find one element. First, okay, first is an option, but wasn't there a way for you to just get one? Let me actually look for first and see, where is it? Let me look for first right here with a dash 97 occurrences. There isn't any. Hmm. From no. Okay, let me go with first. Where do you put it? Wherever, at the end. So then I don't think it's gonna be select, it's gonna be that first. And I think it should return the object. Boom. Cool. We are good. And I set this to a string. Of course, I gotta change it to an actual number. But we have the jobs that are coming through the API. What we are missing, of course, is we are not resolving the relationship here. See, it says company one. This is just the ID. But if I wanna expand on that, I need to do some magic, and I don't remember exactly. I'm gonna have to make this full screen, and let's see. I don't remember where I used to do this, but I do remember that there was a place where I needed to basically tell the code that it should go ahead and expand those relationships and like resolve the relationship further down the line. Was it tags? Was it something else? You're just gonna have to bear with me for a little bit because I think it's in one of these settings. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna need to Google expand relationship Strappy. Second level nested, not available in response. And let's see. You can customize the service. No, where was it? Where was that thing? Because I actually remember that for one of these things, I went on and modified what the service was returning. What I don't remember if it was on the old setup. I'm just gonna go on GitHub and look at the website over at the API and go through the commits. I think expose account type. Right, this is it. Right, here it is. So you have query user's permission, find one, and then you say what you want to expose. But then that's how you want to expand it. Doesn't this have matchers? So Strappy query API matchers. They call them like that because I feel that they should have a documentation for that. So if I go queries, and do I get a documentation for like every one of them? Like the API documentation for find one, for example. So find one, okay. ID, name date, ID and populate a relation, okay. And that's it. Wow. So nothing for us here. Okay. So I think that Well, I should be doing. What do I want to do? I think I need a join in order to get that working. Let's see if there's anyone else on the line. Because otherwise, I'm going to do it in the next episode, so to speak. Let's see who else is there. Right. So, I'm going to go home, views on my video, just to take me to the live video itself. 2 watchers. I guess it's me and another person. So let's see. I actually want to do the query part. So this being right here and resolving the relationship. So it's either this or that. And what I want to resolve is first I need the company and I need the type and the availability. Right. So what do I need to do? So I'm going to go and visit Knex over here and say join methods. So I need to join this. So yeah, I need to join on companies and then I need to join on, let's see. So this is it. Getting the user and I'm going to join on companies and then I'm going to join again. What do I need? Let's look at the API response and types and then availabilities. I don't even know if these exist. Who knows? I have no clue. Let's see. So we're going to join on companies and we're joining on what? So this is, I think, company ID. What type of relationship have I set? Let's look at this. So we're going into the content types builder on the job and we have a relation with company. This is one company, right? So it's, what's the normally, has one join query, blah, blah, blah. Or you join where, what the, fucking Rails. Jeez. I don't even know how this is actually modeled. This is an interesting problem to solve because this is opaque to me. So it's company that's being set. Oh, right. So maybe it's just company where I would say company dot. Let's see. Let me see. Go back to Knex. So we have joined the company where I believe, yeah, so it's jobs dot company. I don't even know what I'm doing. So it's jobs.company and it says equals. One moment. Right, so the first one is the table, and then it's what you want to join, like what's the key in the table being queried, and then what's the other table. So we have jobs company, and then we have the operation, and then we have company.id. And so I would assume that it's the paste twice here, and we're gonna say types. And what's that one again? Because I lost it. Availabilities. Availabilities. And so we're gonna say job.type is equal to types.id, and then jobs.availability is availabilities.id. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Internal server error. Woo-hoo. So select and join companies on jobs.company, which is company ID, and then do this, do that, do that. No such table types. Okay, so you have companies. It's not called types. Maybe it's called type. Because that's one of the problems with these, the plurals and the. Let's see. An internal one, because no such table type. Maybe I mapped them weirdly. Let's just move to the content builder, and I'm going to actually use the mouse a bit more because I realize I'm probably going to drive you crazy. Oh, it's work type, damn it, and I aliased it to this. So this is work type, and this is job availability. Okay, switching back to the editor. So then we should be work. Is it? Let's see if it's lowercase. Let's just look for it. So work type settings, name. Let's see. So this is the name. Collection name. It's work types. Right. So work types. Okay. We're fixing this. Work types. And then we need work types here. And then I believe this is job availabilities and job availabilities. This is a code and pray scenario. We write a little code, pray a little, moving to Postman, internal server error again. Come on, I need to fix this. Ambiguous column name ID. You are ambiguous. Which column name is... Right, because I think... So... Did I say company here? It's companies. It's the plural everywhere. Nope. So where is it complaining? So work types, inner join, jobs availability, unique ID, ambiguous column name ID. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here. So all right, of course, because the select has to change, so I can no longer do don't know what I think right now. Which one is ambiguous? So what am I querying here? So I'm querying the second one, so I can drop this. Let's see if it's still complaining. Let's just make this half the screen and Postman half the screen because we're working with them exclusively right now. It's still ambiguous. Okay. Maybe I should actually look in the browser, look at the content type for every one of them. So it's company who's going to have its ID internally. And then we have job availability, which has type and description. And let me see, I think I have an SQLite browser. I think this is the one. And I think I could actually browse the data instead of just being stupid and not not working properly. So let's go to, what am I looking at? Where are my projects? Here. And Remodium, Strappy. I don't even know where that database is stored. I keep forgetting what's the path for the database. Is it in build? No, it's not in build. I would be stupid to believe that. Jesus, I always forget where this is. Do I have an open recent? I don't have a project. Okay, so let's look for the database path. Oh, temp, yeah, dot tmp. But for that to happen, I think I need to command option dot. What was the shortcut? No, it's not that. I'm trying to remember what was the command control. Show hidden files, Mac shortcut, command shift dot, damn it, command option, command shift dot. And now we get the database. And let's make this big. And not interested in the indices, it's work types. And I get the ID here. Okay. And then why don't I try this before I go any further with the investigation, which is, let me just join on companies and see if I get the company. Because I want to see if it like queries all the props, or I have to write the select thing. So removing all joins, it comes back with a response. Then for work types, error, and then I do expect it to be the same thing here. Okay, cool. So all of these are the problem. So let's see. We have work types type. I don't think I have. I don't even think I have it here as availability. So this is type. I do have it, but for job types, there's type job availabilities. There's a type again. So full-time, part-time, and whatever. Okay. Then I guess I should be just doing the ID thing. And then I think we need the dot select. And we get jobs dot star. Is it something that companies? I don't even know. Let's check. So you do need this, like what are you're joining on them, and then what do you select from them? Let's just try it with 2. I'm really hoping that this will ambiguous column name. Okay, so let's just try all of them and we'll see. So we have work types, star, and job availabilities. I can't type this. I'm just going to copy and paste it. It's too much right now. Dot star. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. I think it was this all along, because right now, if I'm using the join, I think they're aliased. Jeez. See, this is the type of technical struggle that I have to face. So let's see. What am I getting here? Because I am not getting everything that I should be getting. So let's first do the trick right now. And I have to figure this one out as well. So no, it works. But let's see. Might have done something. So you're joining on those. So no need for the equals. Okay, let's make this a little bit cleaner. Ah, damn it. Okay, let's save this and see if we get the same thing. So I am doing the join here. This is join and then the next 3 arguments in the first join and then in the second. Yeah, whatever. So you want group joins. I don't need that. I need this inner fillet, left outer. Actually, I need everything to be in here, so I think that a regular join should do the trick. Yeah, so nothing here. So then I still need that information. And how am I getting this? Well, it's with the query builder, but I think I also need to do something at the level of this backend thing. how does dot select work? Because I think I'm missing something here. Dot select. Yeah, so it's not. What am I missing here? I should be selecting. I should be selecting these from and can't I just select star? Let's do the trick. This is literally fiddling with stuff and pushing stuff around. Nothing more, nothing less. Because I want to have like everything from jobs and everything from select all data from join tables knex. Why inner join? What's the difference? Between them? I don't know. Surprise, surprise. Functionally equivalent, but can be clear to read if the query has other join types. It doesn't. So they're the same thing. It's just here knex. Let me switch back. Is there anyone else hanging around? Use breakpoints. Nice try. I would use breakpoints, but I have to like configure debugging over here. It doesn't return. That's the thing. It doesn't return these things over here, even though the query itself does return. But what I can do is do .debug. I think true, and I think it's gonna print the whole compiled query, which is a good thing. Let's move to Postman again. Let's do this. Let's switch the editor. So the query is select jobs.company. Let me just look a little bit at something here. Because this is jobs, then company, then type, then availability. Does it say anything about it? Let's browse the data a little bit. And we are going to go to jobs. This is exactly what's being exposed. So availability, type, and the company ID. So then the query is select from jobs, join companies where jobs company is companies.id. Then join on work types. On job type is work types ID, and then on availabilities where blah blah. It's select star from jobs. So if I say jobs star, and then I say companies dot star and work types dot star and job availabilities. Not gonna type it. Jesus. I don't think I'm gonna be able to type this tonight. So we are saving again. This is restarting. Is anyone else still on LinkedIn doing the thing? Watching the video? 4 people. Hey everyone, I don't know who you are, but I think it's me and 3 more people. So yeah, let's see. Let's just see. Switching back, I have debug here. Postman, if I can get this, I can get everything else and I'll be good to go. So let's see. Select jobs.star, companies.star, work types.star from. I may have something. Let's see. So this is users.id from users and join on this, this, and this. Aren't you being a douchebag? Bindings and whatever at once. Okay, so I do think that there's an extra step to expose this. I do think there is an extra step to expose this. So, okay, this is what you normally do to populate a relation. Strappy, populate relation, custom query, because I think there's a limitation on the model. User with additional fields. Let's see. We're going to try these first. So you do that. You write the query. No. Find what? What? Is there a where? Oh, Jesus. Where is the source code of this fucking thing? Strappy. Damn it. Damn. This is the master branch, but I don't care. Let me see. Examples, packages, because it's a mono repo, I think. GraphQL documentation, core. Email, Strappy. No. Utils. No. Where is the goddamn source code? So I wanna look at this thing because I see it takes like find one. Where is the API docs? Where is the API doc? Development. Where is V3 documentation? And we want developer resources. API endpoints. Just I want to say find one. No, it's just for the API. Content API, API parameters, global Strappy API reference. strappy.query. Okay, fine. This is thin. You can just call what? I'm just going to try my luck with this. So I'm just going to comment this out as a block. Yeah. Just going to toggle block comment because this would be stupid. Like this would be really stupid. And then to customize controller. No, I'm not looking to customize the controller, and I'm not looking for the V4. I'm looking for the V3. Again, same thing. Got to pay attention because otherwise you could easily waste a lot of time debugging stuff and like pasting code that should not work. So just we're gonna do this. So for sanitized entry, strappy model job. Okay, so I'm guessing that I just have to comment this part out. Apologies, everyone, but this is unfortunately sometimes. So we have the ID thing over here. We destructured it from the thing, and we are going find one. And where does it say where? No, I don't want you to do this. I want to see. It's fine. Create update. Let's see. You update where ID equals 1, and that's how you update it. No, I'm not interested in that. You delete, you count. Search. I don't know what API is using. It seems to be using something. Well, it says bookshelf here, but it doesn't say what the hell is Strappy using. So we're just going to say where, and then I'm going to go ID or where. Unique ID is ID. Well, let's see. Have I made a mistake? Am I being stupid? I just want to see the job. Internal server error. Because it cannot read, because this is not a goddamn restaurant. It's job. Well, job or jobs. It's one or the other. I'm going to stream for 2 hours debugging this, but yeah. Your filters contain a field where that doesn't appear on your model definition. You stupid. Let's see. Right, so you use what? Strappy dot query. Oh, so it's using, that's how it's writing it's strappy dot query. Find one. This is what I'm actually overriding. Damn it. So I am using dot query, and I gotta say job dot find one where. Let's see if that works. I don't want to be very stupid, but I might. So let's see. This is basically base contain the field Let's look at this response again. So you want Strappy query this, find one, and then you pass an object and you say where. Maybe this is for like the new version of the software. So find one. It just takes you want a query.model.query. Let's try this one too. You want to query that and you dot model, then dot query again. And this is what? So I'm going to take this all the way from here to here. And then this takes the query builder. I believe that's what QB stands for. And or like QB dot where. And then I believe I have ID here. Does it have an or where? I have a clue, but since I think it's relying on it is relying on Knex behind the scenes, this might just work. It's just that this is now a result, and then I'm gonna have to const entity is result.toJSON. And I do think it's actually, because toJSON, I remember it's something specific to Knex, or was it Bookshelf? It's one or the other. If it's Bookshelf, then we're going to go with that. If it's, well, that's something. So why don't I just delete the or where from here and see what I get? So, dot fetch. Damn. Dot fetch. See, there's always that one little detail that's gonna make or break whatever you're working on. Internal server error. You're an internal server error. Where did I? I'm tired. I gotta finish this and go to sleep. Dot fetch for the whole query. I'm sorry. It's at least I can still read errors, which is not bad. Okay. And all of a sudden, everything is expanded. Wow. Everything is expanded. Works. Success. Whew. Wow. So I had to go through all that Knex pain just to copy, just to copy code. I'm just trying to find this documentation just to copy code straight out of this is why you should try the tutorials before you do anything, any magic. Yeah, well, see, it wasn't Stack Overflow that gave me the answer. It was mostly their forum, their community. So let's just close these URLs right now. Now I have what I need. Let's see if there are still people watching this. Anyone typing? Nobody's typing. So we're going to go and do the Safari thing again. And LinkedIn. Yes, let's see. Still 7 comments. Nobody liked the live video. Guess it's shit. Yeah, anyway, no problem. I still have my man Jello over here. I hope. Still 2 people. There's going to be 3 soon because they're going to register me. But so now we have that there. Let's reload. Can't read property of undefined logo. So let's see what we get in the response. Let's see if the company is here. So company name, logo, blah, blah, blah. Now company logo.tsx. Let's see what I'm passing in there because I might be doing something wrong. Now we have the slug. We have the unique ID. We're doing the query. We're doing the JSON thing. Let's just log this here. See what we get. 500. Cannot read property logo. I'm on the 99999 thing again, right? Yes. I'm not sure this is gonna still work. So what's this one? It should work, right? How about this one? Same thing. How about this? Okay, none of them work. And none of them are actually logging something. Let me restart. Let's restart because this is like gonna rebuild the thing. Company logo. Let's see. So in theory, does this even reach this step? So this is going to get all the jobs. This is going to map them. This is going to do the slug, which is unique ID slug. Is this actually doing what it's supposed to be doing? Let's log jobs, see if... Right, so it does log them correctly, properly. So it maps over them. This is an array of paths. Paths is an array, right? Okay, let me just look at the Next.js documentation, and we are going to look for incremental static regeneration. I think this is where we should be looking at. So it's the blog, get static props, and then get static paths. But that's the blog, not the article page. So then for the individual post, what are we doing? Okay, so it's going to return something that's like slug. It should be correct. It's not the blog. Anyway, this is running. And what seems to be the problem here? So, oh damn, first and foremost, this is like... Let's see. You can't read it. Okay.